I feel like I already seen this shit before. All right, Lil Durk needs help. Come on.
Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're not. So, if you're watching this video, you probably know who Lil Durk, aka The Voice, aka Smirkio, aka whatever
How
whatever
old?
his
Hold
name
on.
is.
How old is this nigga, bruh? Lil Durk. How old is this? I feel like he's like 35 right now. He can't type. But 31, 33. Damn. 33 is crazy.
But his case is actually a lot more telling that I think people are getting into because this doesn't just affect him.
Am
And
I
I'll
not showing?
expand on that later, but
Not showing.
here's what I
Wait, was I
think. And
not
I don't
showing?
really like to go into rumors. I'm more of a facts nigga sprinkled in with my personal opinion. So, Lil Durk was arrested in pretty close to my hometown, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 2024, for being in connection to a murder for hire plot that resulted in Quando Rondo's cousin, Lil Pab, or whatever his name is, being murdered. And
Oh,
that's damn, I didn't even realize it's been that long. Time is just moving so fast, but he's been in federal custody since then, right? And they're alleging, let me make this overtly clear, alleging that Dirk paid at least 5 different people to go all the way to California to basically kill Quando Rondo. And I just want to say within the first few seconds of this video that I think Dirk thinks he's smarter than the police, which in turn should tell you
having no mustache is crazy though. You can't cut your whole mustache off. I'm
how
not gonna lie.
stupid this nigga actually is. First of all, forget everything else
Like no mustache at 30.
we're gonna talk about. Let's just say that this is legit the only thing Dirk has ever done that's illegal, right? When more than likely it's not, but why would you add
It's
witnesses to a murder that you're paying for? I understand if you're like, oh, it's 5 of us. Yeah, we can go smoke this nigga and get away with it. He can't take on all of us. But nigga, this ain't 2011 Chicago. This is Los Angeles, California, modern day times. You're a fucking bot, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Number two, and I think a lot of niggas forget this. This isn't just the, oh, I saw a guy in the streets that I didn't like, so I wanted to kill him murder. This is quite literally you outsourcing your
man.
crime of murder. Now it's premeditated because you paid people to go do it for you. You're a fucking bot. Again. Then on top of that, you're trusting a nigga that would go genuinely take someone's life for bread to not fold in that room? Maybe I'm just paranoid, bro, but if I want to go kill someone, I'm doing that shit alone and myself. Anyway, if Dirk
No,
is
you're not. Niggas, bro, niggas get on vids and lie, bro. Why are you doing that? No, you would not do that, bro.
convicted of
You
anything,
would
then
much rather pay to
it's
do that.
because,
Come on, bro.
right at this very moment, he's looking at life without parole since someone was murdered that was connected to this whole thing? I mean, the good thing here, I guess, is that they're choosing not to seek capital punishment against bro, so at least he won't get stonewalled. Just will have to watch his bottom for the rest of his life. But because this is a Fed case, he's been locked up for a year and some change, and every single time he sent a request for bail, that shit gets swiftly denied. And why is that, you may ask? Because they've been watching this nigga for years. The murder of Quando Rondo's cousin
And I think they got that nigga while he was trying to go to Italy. So he's a flight risk, my nigga. He can't get out. Like
happened in 2022. But even before that, Dirk was getting watched because that beef between OTF and Quando's folks, like when Vaughn died and Quando was there, obviously that got investigated.
that's a
You think
big
the
ass.
police
I've never seen. I really never seen anybody with a stud that big. It's bigger than his earring.
and Quando was there, obviously that
That's
got
kind of crazy,
investigated.
bro.
You think the police are just like, oh, another nigga down, W. I mean, half the time they are, but this was a high profile murder. It was King Vaughn. A man who, as we all know by weak ass culture vulture boy Ross, is at this point a documented serial
I
killer
don't
with
wait. I don't think that's the word to describe him. He doesn't
by
strike me
weak
as a
ass culture
vulture.
vulture
A vulture would be a nigga trying to copy, right? Like he's not trying to copy. He's just like, I guess, profiting counts. I guess.
boy
Sure.
Ross is at this point a documented serial killer with at least 7 different murders he was in connection to. So when he died, I would imagine they looked a little closer than normal at a case of that stature. So for 2 years, the FBI quite literally watched Dirk's financial movements and his physical movements. Mind you, the only reason he was arrested specifically on October 24th, 2024 was because he was about to leave the country. And the feds was like, oh, nah, nigga, what? Are you crazy? We got too much on you for you to just step on out of the US for literally any reason at all. And if I'm not mistaken, hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, he was trying to go to Dubai, Italy, and Switzerland for whatever reason. And they're not going to take it
Yeah,
easy on Dirk
Italy.
for
I was right. Yeah.
literally any reason at all. Fuck the fact that
Wait,
he's
what do you
rich and they've
mean
been watching
Dubai,
him.
Italy, and Switzerland? What do you mean and? Bookings following the arrest, several individuals with the OTF group booked multiple international one-way flights, including destinations to. He booked multiple for everyone, but he specifically was trying to go to Italy, I
He
think.
was trying to go to Dubai, Italy, and Switzerland for whatever reason.
I didn't
And
know it
they're
was in
not going to take
Florida
it
though.
easy
I
on
thought it
Dirk
was
for
in like Atlanta
literally
because
any
he lives
reason
there.
at all. Fuck the fact that he's rich and they've been watching him. These niggas have decided to use certain lyrics against him in his trial, which is why I'm making this video. However, certain lyrics cannot be used. Not entirely sure if that's good news or bad news. I mean, I guess it's good news because if
Good
they could
news for
use
the
anything,
president.
the jury would just throw the book at this nigga on day one. I'm not gonna lie. For
Yeah, he did.
example, we ain't trying to make peace with them boys. I pay rent, they're my shooters. I don't want no niggas who you catch. I want the one I paid for. Trolling ass, I shot your home. Like, Dirk, what the fuck are you doing? Why niggas? Yo, I never understood why rappers will do some shit, then talk about it. Like them UK drill niggas that just fully expose themselves. Like, I remember that day when.
I remember that day so clearly. Let me tell you how I caught that body. There was so many things that happened that day, so I gotta sit down and explain this properly.
Dirk needs to sit his ass down and stop
What?
trying to push them bail requests because
He not showing
they've
his
got
face
you,
though.
bro. I'm not gonna lie. It does suck because this man is a whole father of like 6 or 7 kids.
That boy got yam. He part of the yam league early. He got to grow into his shit. Damn, damn. Whose is this? That nigga, that nigga hair a little loose, ain't it?
Kids, if
Damn.
I'm not
Salute.
mistaken. Don't make the joke. Don't make the joke. And didn't one of them literally?
Wait.
They've got you, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Mistaken. Don't make the joke. Because this man is a whole father of like 6 or 7 kids, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, sick.
Don't make the joke. Don't make the joke.
Nah.
And didn't one of them literally shoot his
Is that shit
stepdad?
over? I think that shit is over with. Was that? Yeah, that was last year. Is that? I think that shit is over
Please
with,
tell me
bro.
someone remembers that.
And he had a gun on his hip, but she had a gun, and he was trying to get the gun out of her hands. He was trying not to get shot with the gun. And during the fight, and Dirk's son is watching all this, he's trying to get the gun out of her hand. The gun off his hip drops, and the son picks up the gun and shoots him in the stomach.
Oh,
I guess trying to protect the mom. But the mom is the one with the gun. You know, he says that he wasn't the aggressor in the situation. Then he ends up getting shot.
uh,
But all jokes aside,
wait, who? This was Dirk?
And the son picks up, and he had a gun on his hip, but she had a gun.
Please tell me someone remembers that.
And he had a gun on his hip, but she had a gun, and he was trying to get the gun out of her hands. He was trying not to get shot with the gun. And during the fight, and Dirk's son is watching all this, he's trying to
Interesting. So,
says that he was
that's kind of crazy.
But all jokes aside, him
Why is that
being in
nigga looking
prison
like that
fucks
though?
that whole family up. And he's posted several videos with his kids. He clearly loves his kids, and it does suck to see him under this circumstance, regardless of whatever he's done. But for the case itself, especially with the lyrics that can possibly be used against him, it just looks rough, man. I'm not gonna lie. The lyrics thing can be off-putting for a lot of people, Dirk included, because of how often these rappers just say shit in their songs that think they're protected under the guise of it being artistic expression and free speech. But like, nigga, if you're rapping about what you would want to do to someone that's connected with King Von's death, you're creating a song that's connected to motive, i.e., the motive of why you would pay 5 niggas to go smoke Quando Rondo in LA. When you rap about paying niggas to smoke someone, i.e., paying 5 niggas to go smoke Quando Rondo, there's intent there. Do you guys get what I'm trying to say? Like, rappers need to stop just saying anything willy fucking nilly because thinking there will be absolutely no repercussions behind it, you're an idiot. And at this point, I mean, God knows when I said it, but I did say in a video somewhere in the past that I would rather you little rap niggas lie about, killing someone versus actually going and doing it and then rapping about it in a song. You niggas are so
Pause. That was
stupid,
crazy.
man. It actually blows my mind. Like at that point, bro, you might as well just go ahead and turn yourself in. And this whole case in and of itself is honestly stupid.
Bro, keep the shirt on, bro. What are we doing?
I mean, the trial has been pushed back
Yo, what
like
is he doing,
numerous
bro?
times just because of how much shit they
Nigga
have on Dirk.
flashing us.
And it's like a little slither of development in this case, like every other month. And at this point, that's why he's been in there for so long. But with him pleading not guilty, we're just gonna simply have to see and wait how it all unfolds. Now, why am I even talking about this? Because crime isn't really a super big topic on the channel, not that much at least. But the bigger picture here is that we have been losing a lot of artists lately, and it's getting concerning. Lil Durk, however you may feel about him, is one of the biggest artists in this generation, like hands down. There's no denying that. And with this case, looking the way it's looking, I don't know, man. It would be bullshit to say that rap would not take a huge hit if Dirk went away for good. I mean, honestly, Chicago.
Would it take it? Has it taken a hit? I feel like niggas have replaced them. I mean, actually, let me not say replace. I don't. We give him replace. I mean, shit, Gunna took his spot.
Chicago is rough right now.
I
Vaughn
ain't gonna lie.
died. Keith got up out of there. Dirk in prison.
And then the
Now,
Bloodhound
maybe I'm
niggas
just not
get
super
like
tapped in with the Chicago scene, but honestly, that's a lot of ills and not too many W's. It's almost like rappers like going to prison, or the prison likes rappers. Now, that leads into a much broader discussion of black men simply being statistics regardless of their financial stature. But the legal system likes to use lyrics and fill it in
Cybertruck.
context by the rappers themselves against them, which could be kind of unfair because it's just music. Or is it? The thing about this case is that labels are probably at this point getting tired of dealing with shit like this, honestly. These labels are not here to help you, okay? They mainly want to help themselves. They're a business. So when you bring them money and then they got to spend millions of dollars getting your ass out of jail for the sixth time, it starts to push them towards safer protocol, quote unquote. Hey, maybe let's not sign the guy that quite literally admits the crimes he's committed in his songs. Maybe we shouldn't sign the street nigga, you know? Please understand that no matter how big you are, Dirk is one of the many, many, many examples of why just because you're famous and got bread doesn't make you untouchable, bruh. Now here's the thing. I don't want to see anybody in prison unless they deserve it. Y'all saw my TK video, and if you didn't, here's a quick little cliff
It
notes, right?
seemed it
I
seemed like
feel like
Dirk
no matter
deserved it,
how
bro.
fire your music is, because TK was fire shit, if you do some foul shit, just be ready for what comes behind that. And low key, I support whatever may come behind that. I fuck with Lil Durk, I really do. But if what they're accusing him of is true, I think it's fully fair that he needs time for it. But regardless of how this case goes, honestly, y'all, it should tell all of you something. Like, seriously. And not gonna lie, I'm gonna let y'all discuss that in the comments because I'm hungry. Y'all get to eat while watching me. I gotta sit here and record this video. Then I gotta go cook. I'm finna make me some food. I love y'all so much. Thank you for watching my video.